Hello, as most of you know, if you watch my channel, I have a lot of Wyze, W-Y-Z-E products. Well, it's time for another one. So we're going to look at the Wyze Cam Pan version 3. I think you'll enjoy this one because it's a very different design than anything you've seen, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Let's take a look here at the box. So this is the Wyze Cam Pan. Now I have the Wyze Cam Pan version 2. This is version 3. This is radically different looking and therefore I assume acting. So we're going to have a lot of fun unboxing and setting this up. Color night vision, indoor and outdoor both, so that's great. Pan, tilt, and zoom. 360 degrees by 180 degrees pan tilt range. It records 24/7. You could use an SD card in this. It's IP65 weather resistant, so that's good. I could put it outside if I ever wanted to. Motion and sound detection. And of course, we have the good old Wyze app. With that being said, let's see what we have here in this Wyze Cam Pan box. Our friends at Wyze have just gotten better and better over the years at packaging, software, everything. But they continue to keep competitive pricing. And here it is. So open. 2. We have our badge in here. Here is a sticker. The famous quick start guide. And here we go. The actual Cam Pan. So here's what it looks like in the box. So it's actually 2 distinct pieces on one base. So let's see. It pulls right out. A couple things here. No, one is it's pretty heavy actually, and it's heavy because of this base here. This is a solid block. Looks like that's where the speakers must be. Anyway, it's a solid block here. That is pretty heavy. This is a good size. This is fairly large. You can see the arms here. I'm sure over the years this thing will get better and better refined. So here's the arm. That'll let it go like that. And underneath it'll revolve like that, giving us our 360 by 180. And underneath you can see that you can screw this in to a tripod or something like that if you would like. This is rubber. This piece here is rubber, so that will stay very stable no matter where you put it. And let's see what else might be in the box. There's a box in the box. And on the bottom it says, don't forget the bracket. So there is a bracket in here. Oh. Well, if you watch that, when you don't forget the bracket, you need to be careful on how it comes out. So here's the bracket that's going to help if you are hanging it outside. And I could see, you could already see where it goes. It goes like that. This will go here. It looks like it's pretty simple. And it'll just screw in. And this box opens on the end. And I see a flat cable. So what's your guess? Is it USB-C, USB micro? It is micro. USB micro with a USB connector. Here we have a couple screws. This will be the screw on the bottom that will hold it in. I don't know if you could see that right there. And then there's a couple of screws with anchors so that's all for the bracket. So you can put the bracket up, and then the other screw goes underneath here. And here's the plug, the charging plug, and as I showed you, those go together. So there it is. We have unboxed our Wyze Cam Pan version 3. So next I'll let you watch me set it up. All right, our next step is we are going to set it up on the app. Why don't we plug it in? So here's the micro USB. And where does it go? Well, it goes here, which is deep And I'm assuming the reason for that is in case it's outside. Okay, it has gone in, and I don't know if you could see, but it is flush. Actually, it's a little bit below flush with that, so that's good. And you could see the red light on it, so we have the beginnings. And of course, the next thing we're going to need is our app. And oh, it's turning around. So I'm going to go to the plus sign up here. And I want to add a device. And it's going to be a camera. And it's going to be a Wyze Cam Pan version 3. So here we go. Plug it in. Uh-oh, I did it too quick. Anyway, it's plugged in, it's moved around. Select your network, and there's my network, and I'll be right back after I put the password in. Well, as always, we have an update, so let's go ahead and do that. So for everybody, while this update is going on here, I do want to let you know it was as simple as I pressed the setup button. I got a message that said I was setting up. I clicked next. Then I had to input to my Wi-Fi network. I pressed connect, and it was almost instantaneous. We are done. It says we are updated. Gave us our new firmware number. I'll click done, and then I'll go ahead and get rid of Bitwarden. We've got our congratulations, and we'll go ahead and add this and see what it looks like and get back to you. My SD card has arrived, and so here it is. It's a 32 gigabyte card, and I think that's all I need right here. So on the bottom here we have setup and SD card. So, and obviously these are all very well protected for outdoors. So I'm going to go ahead and put the SD card in. It is in. So right now I just got a notice that motion was detected, and here it is. So let me go to that, and that's what the motion, that's where it saw motion, and at 226, and there's nothing I can see because it says, oh, videos are available for Cam Plus devices. You have to go to our services page, etc., etc. I just wanted to interrupt here and let you know I didn't do enough research on my latest Wyze product purchase. So my Cam Pan version 3, which this video is all about, the unbox and setup. A couple of things needed to know about it. One is there is no longer, as best I could tell, a Cam Plus 14-day trial that goes away after 14 days if you don't use it. It may be replaced by a 30-day trial that automatically goes into a subscription, a paid subscription. Number two is Cam Pan version 3 does not go on to Cam Plus Lite, which I use. I have a number of cameras on the Lite version that I've been using. So you need to know that if you have a lot of Wyze cameras, it looks like there's a deal where you could put them all under one umbrella for one price, etc., etc. But if you're like me, I have a total of 5 cameras, 4 of which I have under Lite, and I pay $2.48 for them, which was recommended by Wyze. I have a video doorbell that I pay $19.99 a year for, or $20. So I pay. That's all I pay now for all of that, and it would be replaced by about $10 a month for unlimited cameras. So all of this to tell you that you may want to check and be careful about your cameras with Wyze, what you get, what you need to do, and just remember that my cameras that I have indoor, and I'm fine having an SD card combined with Lite. So right now, what am I going to do? I don't know. I might return the camera and get a version 2 Cam Pan, which will go on to light. And I don't know how long they're going to keep Cam Light around now, do I? So as confusing as this section sounds, had I done more research, I may not have gotten this particular Cam Pan version 3. Yes, it is very dark. I'm going to test the camera. So let's walk down the stairs. And oh, good news, our Wyze nightlight is working. 2 of them. And hopefully in a second, number 3 went on. There's the camera. And let's see how well it sees me. It's following me, as you could tell. Let me go in front here by the light. I'm going to back up. Pretty good. I have to admit that it is pretty good. And I just bent down, and you could see the camera was able to angle down. Now it angled back up. I'm going to do one more time. I'll angle down and back up. Here we go. So I'm going to come down. You see the night lights here turning on as I come down. It's found me. It's zeroed in on me. I'm going to walk around. As you could see, I'm going to get something and come back, and it follows me. It sees me going upstairs, and I think that's a pretty good job that it just did. Let's go ahead. First of all, let's go live, which I believe we are. But there's the live look. Detection settings. You can see where I have it set here, 50. And detection zone is on. Actually, I'll go ahead and include this room since that comes from an outside door. And there we go. So that was the detection zone. Sound detection, I'm going to wind up not using. Right now I'm saying to record motion events, don't record sound events. Here's part of the Cam Plus issue. So when I tap that, requires Cam Plus, go to services in order to sign up, which I'm not doing. So anyway, so I have all events, and this won't work here either, smart detections. It loads, and the minute I tell it for person, I get the Cam Plus. Now let's go back, notifications. I do want notifications, and I have them turned on. I'm going to turn off sound, and I'm going to leave it when it detects motion, and I want notifications, and I've already set that up on my watch and my phone. I'm going to go to advanced settings next. So I have it set for continuous recording. I might change that to events only because I don't know why I need it continuous, but anyway, manage the SD card. So let's take a look at that. So the SD card, you could see, is about a little over half full right now. Motor controls, let's see what those are. There we go. So pan, scan, settings, let's take a look there. There's 4 waypoints. They cover all 360 degrees. With pan scan enabled, your camera will move between them. I'm not going to use that, but as you could tell, you could do it so it continually scans. So that was the motor controls. Night vision I have set on auto, and it works fine. Having looked at it at night when there's no light coming in, it's been just fine. Camera status light, I do have that on. I do have it showing the timestamp and the Wyze logo. Recording sound I'm not going to do. So there you go. So there's our advanced settings. Rules, I don't really need at this time any rules. These are all my other items. The rules would be here to turn it on at a certain time, turn it off at a certain time. Sharing, This particular camera, I didn't do the research I really should have done. And so when I received it, I found out, number one, that it does not use Cam Plus Lite or Cam Plus Lite. So I could not add it to my other cameras that I had in the light category. Number two is there was no longer a 14-day free trial for me to even look at it. Looked like there was a 30-day trial that automatically converted over to the pay at the end of that, where the old 14-day didn't. So I was a little bit uncomfortable with that. Also, while I was setting up the camera, and as you may see in this video a couple times, marketing for Cam Plus pops up here and there, advising you need Cam Plus for this, Cam Plus for that. In a way, it reminds me of the old give away the razor and sell the razor blades, or give away the inkjet printer and sell the ink. It's almost like that to me, and not sure if that's where Wyze is going, but it was a different look. So what do I get if I don't purchase anything? I get a snapshot. So I get a little snapshot that shows, there was motion at this particular time. So I did put in an SD card. I'm able to go to that exact time and replay the motion. So I don't really have an issue with that inside right now. If I were to use this camera outside, I would get a subscription, I believe. But my intent all along was not to get a subscription. So where I am is I have several older version cameras that work on Cam Lite. I have my doorbell doesn't work on Lite, and I have a Cam Plus subscription for my doorbell that I think is $20 a year. And now my fifth non-doorbell camera does not work on Lite and requires a subscription to use. And so I have gone the route of using an SD card. I'm troubled by this, but Wyze is a great company. Please don't go down this path of nickel and diming us to death with subscriptions. I really appreciate that.